Well, what is up, all of you Ugnaughts and Jawas out there? This is Mando Talk, and I am your host, Caleb Keller, and this is another edition of Friday Quick Takeaways of the latest episode of The Bad Batch. And this week is episode 7, title Battle Scars. So, this is going to be a spoiler quick takeaway discussion. So if you have not seen episode 7 of The Bad Batch yet, click away from this video and then come back to it once you have seen the latest episode of The Bad Batch, because we are about to share some spoilers in 3, 2, 1. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Rex is back. Let's go. Hopefully you can still hear me. I am so pumped to see Rex back in the Bad Batch. I love Captain Rex, and the predictions of Rex being the contact that Trace and Rafa reach out to at the end of last week's episode that a lot of people were making turned out to be correct. Myself, I thought it was going to be Bail Organa, but I am well pleased with Captain Rex being involved. So let's dive deeper into this episode here real quickly. But before we do that, I actually do have a small little plug. We are going live later tonight to discuss all the recent Star Wars news because there's a ton of it. And then Monday, we will release our normal The Bad Batch deeper spoiler discussion. So I wanted to throw that plug out there. Make sure you click subscribe, click the bell for our YouTube channel. That way you are notified when we go live tonight, and we can't wait to see you. It's going to be a bunch of fun. We're just going to hang out and share some of our thoughts from the recent Star Wars news. Anyway, I wanted to make sure I got that plug in, but I was so excited about Rex that I kind of forgot about it there for a second. So let's now dive into episode 7, Battle Scars. The episode opens with the Bad Batch finishing a job for Sid, so we had a little bit of a time jump, it appears, between last week's episode and this week's, and I feel like the crew is starting to see the negatives of bounty hunter life. That's just a vibe that I'm getting. What do you think about that? Let me know. Tell me in the comments. And then we get the reveal of the hooded figure that was kind of sitting in the corner, happened to be Captain Rex, and he reveals eventually that he was the contact that Rafa and Trace reached out to. Now, there was a great scene here when Rex finds out that the crew still has their inhibitor chips, and when Wrecker displays headaches, Rex immediately detects that as that's probably got to do something with those inhibitor chips, and you guys need to get rid of them, because he has a very deep and emotional experience with it, and he knows that his was removed, and it was great for him to share that with the crew, and that way the crew now knows they need to get rid of those things. Now, I believe it was Tech who says, "How do we get them out?" And Rex responds by saying, "Great question. I'll be in touch." So my question for you guys, did Rex reach out to Ahsoka to get a final answer before proceeding with this procedure? That's my head canon right now. That's what I would love for it to be. But you let me know. You think Rex reached out to Ahsoka to get an answer as far as how that procedure went down? You let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So then it appears there's a little bit of a time jump, because now Rex, I guess, has the answers, because the crew is meeting Rex on the planet of Braca as Tech is finishing his inhibitor chip scanning device. Now, quick little thing about Braca, that is the opening planet on Jedi Fallen Order. So that makes sense, because we saw in Jedi Fallen Order there were a bunch of starships, cruisers being created there, and now here in the Bad Batch they are just destroyed. It's basically a planet of wreckage, honestly, at this point. So that's a great connection. We find out that on Braca, the Scrapper Guild controls the planet of Braca. That might have been information shared in Jedi Fallen Order. I can't remember. And then while they are trying to get to the medical bay on a starship so they can work on those inhibitor chips, Wrecker gets wrecked. And it kind of looks like a water sarlacc. I don't know what the actual creature is. If you know, again, please tell me. So Wrecker gets wrecked. It looks like he hits his head again. They start the process of doing the procedure. As Tech is about to do it, Wrecker's inhibitor chip kicks in, which leads to a ton of tense moments. I was pulled in. I'm going to just go ahead and say this is top tier for me. It helps that Rex is back, but I was pulled in. The emotions in this episode, the stakes, all of it were super high, and at this moment is when I just couldn't look away. Typically with the Bad Batch, I'm making my quick takeaway notes as I'm watching it, but I just had to stop taking notes and just full on focus in on that episode. So I really got pulled in this moment. Things go down. Wrecker almost kills Omega, but Rex luckily stuns Wrecker before that occurs, and the procedure is then completed for Wrecker, and the rest of the crew also gets their chips removed. I think this is big. This is huge. We now probably that plot line is now taken care of. We know we're not going to have to worry about those inhibitor chips anymore. So great. It's great news for the Bad Batch. They don't have to worry about that potentially kicking in from here on out. Now, a big takeaway though from this episode, Omega and Wrecker, if there was any doubt before, the bond that they share is special. If you didn't feel like it was special up until this point, at this point I would say it's been solidified that their relationship means a lot, and I enjoy seeing their chemistry continue to develop. It's almost like a brother-sister kind of relationship. They're having fun together, getting into all sorts of trouble. I love to see that. And then at the very end of the episode, Rex says his farewell as Hunter is spotted by the Scrapper Guild, and the Scrapper Guild then notifies the Empire. So, sounds like Tarkin and the boys, or the Kaminoans, or anyone else that we've previously seen involved, Crosshair is going to know where the Bad Batch crew, Clone Force 99, is currently at. So that's going to mean probably trouble for our crew after the victory of getting their inhibitor chips removed. Turn around and life continues. They are currently being hunted. We got Fennec Shand coming after them, and now we've got the Empire definitely going to continue to pursue them. So that's where this episode leaves us. Again, big takeaways. Captain Rex is back. You love to see it. The inhibitor chips are removed. You love to see it. And Omega and Wrecker's relationship is great. They continue to make that a brother-sister kind of bond. And then it looks like the Bad Batch is going to get hunted down by the Empire, as well as Fennec Shand from here on out. Shocker, nothing new there. Life continues for the crew. Well, listen, that's it for my quick takeaways. Again, we are going live tonight. If you enjoyed this video, smash this like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell to be notified. And then again, join us during our live stream tonight to have a bunch of fun. Share your thoughts on all the Star Wars news that's out there, and we'll talk about it as we're hanging out tonight. Tonight it's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. There should already be a stream set up on our channel. If you'll go over there and just click set reminder, you'll be notified as soon as we go live as well. So that's another option for you. Regardless, we really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you later tonight for the live stream, and also on Monday for our normal The Bad Batch spoiler discussion as we break it down even further. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for the support, all the support, from anything, comments, to reaching out, to liking videos, liking posts on social medias, all of it. We really appreciate it. It means the world to us. And we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of The Bad Batch. I know I certainly did, with Captain Rex returning. All right, I'm going to get out of here. We hope that you have a blessed weekend, but I'll tell you that again this evening at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on our live stream, because you'll definitely want to come and check that out. All right, I'm going to get out of here. We have spoken.